I just gave a session about how the collection search works, and I think there was a lot of interest in the room about what we didn't do. You know, what's next. And it's funny. It's having just rolled something out that you love. It's kind of like I don't really want to think about how I want to change it quite yet. But we did kind of. There are some things we didn't complete. There are things we know we didn't complete, like an advanced search for the scholars, and that's going to roll out in a couple weeks, and that's going to kind of complete the section. But there's also this this idea of serendipitous discovery, which we enabled in a lot of ways by mapping the collection to hierarchical standard thesauri of terms, so that you're looking at something that has gold in it, and then you can go look at all the other gold objects. But we want to do something visually, graphically, and we do have a related artworks kind of slider where you can, and it was just too hard by launch to get it to work well and also maximize that sort of sense of serendipitous discovery. What we tried at first was, we've got the objects all mapped to a series of terms describing what they're made of, where they're from, who made them, what time period. And it's not that hard mathematically to match, based on just frequency, the artworks that match on the highest number of terms. And a lot of the time it works, but a lot of the time it doesn't make any sense at all. It really is just bad. So we scaled back. We matched on artist name when there was an artist name, and when there wasn't, we matched on geography, materials, time period. We limited it to 5 because beyond 5 we still saw odd results. But that's okay. Even if it's just 2 or 3, something interesting will give you a continuing journey through the site. But we also needed to limit it to curatorial departments. In other words, you're not looking at something in European paintings and you see a related artwork that's in Arts of Africa, Oceania, and the Americas. It doesn't happen on the site now, and that means we lost a lot of sort of chance discovery opportunities and a way for people to understand the enormous breadth of the collection of the Met. Here's the challenge. When we say related artworks, there are a lot of people out there who are comfortable with a loose connection and just want to discover something. But what the Met could do uniquely, what the Met could really do that nobody else could do for us is draw genuine art historical relationships, like these African artworks inspired Picasso to produce these modern artworks, something of that nature. And then, that's not something you can do with math. That right now, that takes a human. It's possible that some of the semantic techniques that people are trying to develop will someday do that. I don't see it happening right now. I don't see it happening tomorrow. But this is sort of the holy grail of the serendipitous discovery. Can there be serendipitous discovery that also informs your understanding of art history? Something you love, but that also, stands a chance to help you understand what we're really trying to do. Like, our purpose in being a museum that has this collection is to help you understand that art means something. And that's, I don't know how to do it. I want to do it, but I don't know how. So we can work on that next. The other thing we have to work on next is sort of impact evaluation. We don't really have a way right now of comparing 10,000 people who engaged with something for a minute and enjoyed it to 300 people who really engaged deeply over a period of time. We don't know. I don't have a way to look at my staff, to look at the resources we have available and say, this is where we should be spending our time. Right now, we just do everything, It looks important, we're going to do it. We're going to kick our own butts and get it done. But I would like to know that we can do that and maximize the return for visitors and web visitors. So that is, we're starting to see the museum world really look at metrics evaluation, numerical understanding of what we're trying to do. There are a couple pieces that are missing still. One, First of all, that process will help us move on to the next. By looking at those numbers, we'll understand how to look at value.